Hey folks, welcome back. Another Palm Mass video, and we're gonna check out Falkner Swellow today, right? So Falkner Swellow, the new support unit that we just got from the summons. If you guys haven't seen the summons, you guys go check that out. Very interesting unit. It is Spotlight Scout support. It's a very all-around sort of support, right? Offensive support, because it gives you maxed out your crit, gives you +2 attack and +2 special attack per use, right? So you could get +4 with MP refresh +6, right? You can max that out, and it gives you some speed as well, and then has fly to dodge moves, upsides and downsides on that one, right? Before we actually get into this, right, quick message from the sponsor of this video. All right, so before we get into today's video, let's talk about the video's sponsor, right? So today's video is sponsored by Loot Cakes. What Loot Cakes does, it's a really interesting service, right? So what they do is they allow players to share your purchasing data from the free-to-play games that you play in exchange for gift cards, right? So basically, you can share that info, then you get gift cards. In return, when you make an in-game purchase, you'll receive an email receipt, and then Loot Cakes, they enable gamers to share that data by linking your Gmail accounts, where they receive those purchase receipts. Most, if not all, free-to-play games link again your Gmail account. You buy stuff in game, and then you'll get Loot Cakes, and then you can use those Loot Cakes to redeem different gift cards, right? You got GameStop gift cards, PlayStation Store, whatever his gold is. You got Xbox, and some other stuff as well, right? Apple Store, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, this and that, right? I think I saw Burger King or something, I don't know, but yeah, a lot of different gift card options that you could choose from. At the moment, this service is only for US residents, right? But they are planning to add additional countries in the future, so that'll be nice, right? At the moment, do require you to link your Gmail, but they are also planning to add additional email providers in the future as well. Now, one other thing you could actually do is there are alliances, right? You could join my alliance. My alliance is for Poem Masses only, right? So you join the alliance, and then anytime anyone in the alliance spends on Poem Masters, everyone gets bonuses, right? Which is really cool. So again, if you guys want to join the alliance, you guys could do that as well. All right, one last thing for those who created their accounts and linked their Gmail accounts by August the 31st is eligible to enter to win a $50 gift card sponsored by Loot Cakes. So make sure you guys use the link down below to register, and you could join for a chance for a $50 gift card. All right, so yeah, we were talking about fly, right? Upsides and downsides. Upside is, well, you could not get hit, right? And when you don't get hit by opponent's moves, you trigger a bunch of passive skills over here. Got Ridicule over here, which has 50% chance of healing you, healing 20% of your HP at least. Fail Forward, which charges you move gauge by 1, and then Group Slap Dash, which is a very funny passive name, which gives you +1 speed for your whole team. And on top of that, on your sync grid, you get stuff like Group Spectral 9, which gives you +1 accuracy for your whole team when you dodge move. Group Gloat 9, which raises attack, special attack, or both for your whole team when attack misses, right? Targeting you misses. And then, yeah, right? As for my grid, personally, I also have Air Slash Move Gauge Refresh with Air Slash Aggravation to get flinches in, hopefully, right? And then both MP refreshes for fly to get MP refreshes for fly, right? So there's that as well. His defense are solid, I'd say, but again, you don't have any defensive buffs, so you're mainly going to be relying on flying and dodging moves to stay alive as a tank-ish kind of unit. Although obviously Musharn is a much better tank in this team, but I just want to tank with Falkner to try it out, right? I mean, you have to tank with Falkner to trigger any of these passives. Also Lyra and Hoopa over here, because the great thing about Lyra and Hoopa is they could, they could help with your sync move countdown, right? The downside with Fly is it takes 2 turns to use, and it costs it only gives you 1 sync move countdown. So every time you use Fly, every single time you use Fly, you put your whole team behind by 1 whole sync move, 1 whole turn for your sync move cycle, right? Which, again, in turn decreases your overall damage in the long run, because you're getting sync moves slower, you're getting your sync buff slower, right? But again, Lear could mitigate that a bit with sync move countdown himself, right? So that definitely helps. Another thing that could help is if we get flinches in with Air Slash. So let's try this out then. See how it goes, right? Anyways, Alright. Let's start this off with, since Lear can already max crit over here, I'm just gonna soar to start, right? We're gonna get hammer armed immediately, which is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, unfortunately. Again, our defenses, even though our defensive stats are like fine, but without like extra defense buffs, we're still gonna take a, yeah, that's a big hit. That's a big hit over there from the opponent, unfortunately. All right. They're gonna X defense all. Oh well, let's, okay. I made this team so we could talk about not getting delayed or sync move countouts. I'm just gonna go ahead and sync. Even though it's probably not a good idea. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and fly here. Or get the fly in. So we could dodge the opponent's hit. Trigger all these passives and all that stuff. Hopefully we get a Ridicure in. Heal up a bit, right? I do have ally healing down though, so it's not gonna heal 20%. It's gonna only heal, what, 10%, right, instead? Sadly. Okay, that's still one-shotted. Never mind, we're good. Maybe this wasn't the best way to showcase it, because Lear's just gonna destroy everything. Right? Okay, here's the rock slide. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let them chill over here. We're not gonna obliterate the opponent immediately. We're just gonna have them chill so we could check out Swellow's passives and stuff. So, as you can see, they miss, so we trigger 500 passives over there, right? Get accuracy ups, attacks, you know, special attack ups. That's probably gonna finish us off though. They missed with their accuracy, and then we trigger all that stuff again. Another great thing is if the opponent just straight up missed their moves. That, however, is not good. I was hoping the opponents would use a move before we land the fly. Unfortunately. Okay. That was very, very unfortunate. Come on, do something! No, 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 no! Oh, no, 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 no! Please attack! No, 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 no! Okay, okay. At least we queued up stored power in time. At least we queued up stored power in time. Yeah, that's the other slightly annoying part. If the opponent just takes too long to attack you, you don't get to trigger anything because you'll land and then you're gonna get hit, which is bad. All right, here's a rock slide that's gonna again miss our unit over there, right? And then trigger the group slapdash, group gloat, group this, group that, group whatever. All right, a lot of big team player, this guy. I mean, it's a support. Anyways, I didn't buff crit yet because I didn't want to destroy the opponent too fast, so we couldn't get to see any of Falkner's stuff in action. So I had to keep the opponents alive for a bit. Not anymore though, sadly. As I got taken out there. But yeah, there we go. I guess Falkner. That was a bit too fast. You know what? Let's try it out elsewhere. All right, so for our other run, this is what we're gonna try instead, right? So it's not the insane OP, you know, rain team. All this saws me, but I mean, it's not gonna be like as crazy, right? Because we have Chris here, which by the way, again, Chris is still like a solid damage healer, right? Like raw numbers, it's just not as good as any of the other like rain units, right? Or units, whatever. And yeah, so again, this guy's trainer move buffs both attack, physical attack, and special attack, so that's a great thing about this set, right? So we could run a mixed, because May's special, right, and then Chris is physical, so we could run both of them, and then buff both their stats, right? Chris can't max crit, I mean, May also can't max crit as well, right? Also, I need to switch this up into something else, I don't know. But yeah, they both can't max crit as well. You know what, let's just do Earth Power so we don't obliterate the opponent as well. And yeah, it just gets both of these, right? Max out on their stats, right? Which is really, really great. And I still didn't pick up NPR because we don't really need it, because May gets +1 per use over here, right? So we get +2, and then Chris has +2 over here as well, right, with the X attack. All right, let's do this. I did drop the MP refreshers on Fly, or at least one of the MP refreshers on Fly, so we could have quick cure on here, because I do remember Chantel having Fire Spin, right? So anyways, at the start, we still have to buff these guys. This is stats. I'm gonna pick up the pace so we get guaranteed crit on the sync, even though Falkner does buff crit, but obviously guaranteed crit is much more guaranteed. Then +3 crit, right? Which is only 80% comparison to 100%. So in that case, I guess I'll just have to. I guess I'll have to double X attack here then. Which, I mean, that's fine. Max out our attack. Because I don't want to use an attacking move, so we get. So we, ouch. Wow, okay. Oh, there's a fire spin. Hopefully we survive that. We're gonna fly here though, so. Alright, it's earth power. Sync over here. Oh, we dodged it regardless. Alright, that's a nice thing. We get accuracy for Fraligator. For Fraligator's Mega Kicks, right? Which is obviously incredibly suspect. Okay, in terms of accuracy. We get a sync in here, which is nice. Oh my god, I never noticed. Chris's sync with Venom actually looks really, really nice. Wow, okay. Yeah, Chris's sync with animation is really, really good, top to bottom. Anyways. Okay, well, it looks like we don't have move gauges there, I guess. Unfortunately, we couldn't get anything off of that fly, though. Which is sad. Obviously, you don't want to use Earth Power. I'm just using Earth Power so we don't, like, obliterate the stage immediately. Alright, we're still alive. We're still alive. That's good. That's good. Alright, so we're going to be dodging that Will-O-Wisp, which is also nice. Alright, so hopefully this the Mega Kick lands with, again, the +1 accuracy there, which it does. It does land, and it KOs the opponent. So that's nice. Unfortunate part is that means we're going to get hit by the fly over here. Unless the Mega Kick takes it out. Or Mega Kick plus, I guess, Earth Power. Which did not happen. Oh well. I guess. But yeah, that's like the other slight, like, well, I wouldn't say slight, but like the other not really great thing about Falkner, right? It's like sometimes it's just hard to control, right? Sometimes like you just don't get your opponent to like hit you with those, which is not nice. Especially when you like, it really just sucks when you fly and the opponent doesn't attack you, or the opponent gets taken out while you're in flight, and then you just kind of wasted your flight. Because then if they get taken out, the next unit queues up their move and then goes to the bottom, so you're not going to get hit, you know, and the opponent's not going to target you when you're flying. So there are a lot of little things that you kind of have to work out, which is why I'd say Falkner, like, when you just use him for what he really does, he's a pretty easy to use unit, buffing the stats. But if you really want to like use him really, really well, it does take a bit of, I guess, awareness of, first of all, what's going on the opponent's team, what's going on your team, right? What moves they're using, and a bit of a damage estimation in your mind in terms of like your damage output. If you know, all right, this turn we're gonna take the opponent out. If that's the case, let's not fly over here. Let's wait for the next turn to queue up a fly, right? So they can actually land their hits. And there's also a bit of luck, right? On non-scripted stages where sometimes you just get unlucky and then you fly and then the opponent uses like a stat buffing move, right? And again, there are, even on like non-scripted stages, there are, or semi-scripted stages, especially the scripted stages, you got to make sure you know when they're using what move, right? Even the semi-scripted stage, like a lot of these champion stadiums, like they use their, a lot of times they use a train move before they sync, right? You gotta know which ones do that, and then accordingly, make sure you don't fly at that, you know, moment, right? Because again, well, first of all, you don't want to get hit by a sync when you're flying. Second of all, you don't want to waste your fly, right? So anyways, that's this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Like to enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.